Hello guys, how are you doing? This is your boy Brian coming back to this brand new video. As you know, it's always a pleasure for me to be able to make these videos for you guys, talk about the things that we care about, whether it's movies, MMA or football. And on today's video, we'll be talking about the new sneak peek from Superman that got released yesterday on YouTube. This sneak peek was first played in CinemaCon and we got it on YouTube yesterday. I've watched it already. I have some thoughts on the movie, on my expectations for this movie and James Gunn directing it, and overall my overall expectations for the DC universe that is being painted by James Gunn and Peter Safran. But without any further ado, let's first watch this sneak peek again and then come back and I'll give you my thoughts on this. DC Studio. Here we are out in the snow. Is about to fall. Boom. There it goes. His heart breathing. I'm very curious as to what he was doing, who he was fighting to be in this, state, Trying to whistle, yeah. There goes the whistle. People is coming. There goes, okay, jumps on him. He's jumping on him like this.
Stop! Take me home. Home.
Fortress of Solitude. Coming out from the ground. So it has a voice recognition. James Gunn. The robots. The droids, huh? Let's call them droids. Guys.
Thank you. No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate
I don't like the
We have
design.
no consciousness
I don't like
whatsoever.
the thoughts of them
Merely
being in this
automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
He looked at
14 fractured bones.
damage to bladder, kidney, large intestine, lungs.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time. Level 4? 292 times Saharan Prime, please, one.
James Gunn. I love the shot where he's saving the game. Love it.
He's back.
He's back. So basically for me, I think that Lex Luthor is trying to some kind of is testing Superman's power, beginning these challenges and trying to take the limits of his power. So this is what I'm guessing. Really like fighting like that animal, breaking from the cage, getting out from the cage. This scene here at the stadium, I think these are some challenges or things that Lex Luthor is giving me in order to figure out how powerful it really is, you know. All right, so what can I say? The first part of this trailer, the sneak peek, the scene with the dog, that didn't really get me, you know. This is the part, that's the part that worries me more so than, you know, excites me. And the second part, the trailer, the one that it's basically the first teaser, that I love. I love that the teaser, it's beautiful, the music is there, the emotions are there, I love it. So what are my expectations from this movie based on the sneak peek and based on the director that James Gunn is? My respect to James Gunn. I think James Gunn is a great director. He has the ability to take a character that people didn't know and bring him into the big screen and make you care about him. That is what James Gunn is able to. Through the comedy, through the emotions, you know, sad emotions, joys, he's able to bring it together very well. I have big respect for James Gunn. But while he has that ability and that talent, there is also something to be said about James Gunn. I believe James Gunn is more suited to direct all the characters that people don't really know, you know, rather than direct a character like Superman. Superman is not just any superhero. He is the godfather of all superheroes. That for me, you know, for me, there is no superhero like Superman. And for you to come in and bring it into the big screen, I believe there is some sort of sensibility that people expect with big superheroes like Batman, like Superman, you know. These are the god of all superheroes. I mean, like, I want you to do something. Try to imagine James Gunn directing a Batman movie and tell me if you're going to be excited. You know, there is something like about James Gunn where he makes some certain choices. Those choices are going to turn out good for fans of James Gunn and the way he directs his movies. Like, for example, bringing in crypto into the movie. For a fan, a very big fan of the way James Gunn does his things, it's going to be a good one. But for the broader audience and for people who want to be able to watch this movie today and watch it 10 years later and still love it the same way, I believe this is something that is worrisome. First of all, if it was me, I wouldn't bring in crypto, and those droids, I wouldn't bring those droids, you know, and having like Superman still wearing the underwear. Those are, like, you know, some things that don't really work for me. Like, James Gunn is the master of it. He will bring in crypto and make you love him. Yeah, he'll bring in those droids and make you care for them. He's able to do that. That is his genius. But I believe, like, for me, this is something that I'd rather watch you do with a movie or characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy, with characters like, you know, maybe Suicide Squad. These are characters that people love but don't really care about as much as a character like Superman. They are not at the same echelon. you look at the movie like The Suicide Squad, a very good movie. But then, the way James Gunn likes to do it, he will bring in characters like the Wizard and make you care for them. He will bring in what is the supervillain? Starro. That's the supervillain of the Suicide Squad. You care for them, and these are good. Okay, these are something that people would go for in a movie about the Suicide Squad. These are things that people will be okay with in the movies like Guardian of the Galaxy, where you have, baby Groot. You have characters like, Rocket Raccoons. Those things, okay, you have a movie where, like, to win the final battle, Peter Quill has to dance. These are things that work for those movies. I'm not saying they are lesser movies, but I'm saying that these are characters that people care less about. No. Yeah. These are not same characters like Superman. There are some characters, let's be frank, there are some characters that people care about more than others. This is the reason why you'll never see DC put a TV series about Batman as grown, they care about him so much that they don't want to lower his, and this is something that I hate them doing to Superman. Superman should not be in the small screen again. I'm not saying I love the new adventure of Lois and Superman. I liked the first season, but I believe for as big as Superman is as a superhero, we shouldn't just see him in any content and then brought back any other character. There is a certain respect that you need to keep in. Right? So let's talk about the teaser. I don't like the droids. I feel like Crypto not really going to really love him. He's a dog. Who doesn't love dogs? But I don't feel like I'm going to love his presence in this movie. I don't feel like I'm going to love the presence of those droids in this movie. Their design is like, I don't like their design. I don't feel like this, the color and etc. The movie, the way it looks beautiful, but the design, some designs, when it comes to the MCU, I can go back and watch the first Avenger movie, and the movie hasn't grown old. It's not going to grow old because of the designs the choices that they made. The Winter Soldiers, right? The Avengers, those movies are not just going to age easily. They are going to age well, because of certain choices that you make in the designs that you make. Look at Man of Steel and tell me that that movie has aged already. Tell me. But I feel like this movie is going to age. The designs of the droids, the dogs, I don't really feel it. But I'm going to watch the movie. I'm going to watch the movie. I'm going to watch it. Another thing, my expectations about do I think the movie is going to be good? I think the movie is going to be good because it's James Gunn. He's a great director. Do I think that this movie is going to be memorable? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a good movie. People are going to have fun, talk about it with excitement for the first few weeks. And then a year later, 3 years later down the line, it's not going to be rewatchable as a movie. This is my expectation about the Superman movie. But yeah, all the best. If it ends up being a memorable movie, that's good for him. That's good for me too, because I'm a big fan of Superman and I always want Superman to be good. My expectation about the DC universe. I believe that I'm worried that the James Gunn plan for the DC universe is going to be short-lived. First, the first movie you choose to release from this universe is Superman. That's great. This is the best superhero there is. But then the second movie you are going to release from this universe is going to be Supergirl. I think that alone should raise eyebrows or questions. Like, okay, first movie in the DC universe is Superman. What is the second movie we are getting? Supergirl. I mean, like, same sign. It's like DCU is only giving us the same thing. Like, no, give me Superman, then maybe give me Batman, and then you can bring in Supergirl if you want her to be a big part of this universe that you are building. You know, yeah, that's my worry. There are choices that I'm not really going to talk about much, like the fact that James Gunn alone is already deciding what the Batman movie is going to be about. I'm going to bring in Damian Wayne. I've never liked Damian Wayne as a character. I'm sure some of you there love him, like Bruce Wayne's son. I've never loved him. I like Dick Grayson better, you know. Tim, what's his name? Like all the other Robins, I like them better than Damian Wayne. Like the fact that you are deciding already what the story is mostly going to be about, and then coming in, bringing in a director. I think it's like limiting, like you are already limiting the creativity of a director. And as a director, you shouldn't do that. You know that directors want to be creative. You should limit it at, like, you know, make sure that the direction is going to be the same. This is make a movie, but make sure that it leads us to this and this and this. But already, like, you know, okay, I'm going to The Brave and the Bold. You already decided the title of the movie, and then okay. This is why I'm worried that this universe is going to be short-lived. I hope it doesn't wind up that way, but I'm really worried. You know, hopefully it's not what I'm like. I'm not a pessimist person by nature. I like to be optimist, but there are things that I'm just seeing that are, like, for me, like red flags. You know. Superman being the first movie, I'm okay with that. Supergirl being the second movie, not really okay with that. You know, Superman and then Supergirl, what is that? Like, for me, I'm not going to be excited to go and watch a Supergirl movie just after watching the Superman movie. I want to watch something different, and then, you know, I'll go back to watch a Supergirl movie, you know, and then. But the Batman movie, okay, we've already decided about the title of the movie. We already know what the story is going to be about. The Brave and the Bold, him and his son, and then you're going to bring in a director. That's something that, you know, worries me. And yeah, I'm kind of like, for me, the feel is that this universe is going to be quite short-lived. And I hope it's not. But it's the feeling that I'm getting. The Green Lantern show, I haven't heard anything negative about it, so I'm going to watch it. And it's also, I believe it's also a story that James Gunn has written himself, and that is also something that worries me. I don't want to watch, you know, everything that comes from the DC universe is coming from one, you know, vision. Like, one vision is like in when you talk about Kevin Feige, that is good, but he doesn't write the movies. It's just directing. It's like it's just telling, you know, what line. It's just telling the directors what line to follow. But the fact that James Gunn has written this movie, also writing, you know, the Green Lanterns, outlining Batman, the Brave and the Bold, these are things that worries me, you know. And yeah, but I hope that the universe works, and first of all, this Superman is great. I hope that whenever Supergirl comes out, it works out great. And yeah, I'm not trying to be negative, just talking about my feelings as it stands. I will see you in the next video, guys. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? How do you think this Superman movie is going to turn out? Do you think it's going to be a great movie? It's going to be just a good movie? Are you excited about it? Are you excited about the DC universe overall? Let me know in the comments and tell me why. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.